It is a busy Sunday. We are awaiting a news conference in St. Cloud, Minnesota, with updates on the attack at an area mall. ISIS-linked media now calls the man who stabbed 8 people in that mall a, quote, soldier of the Islamic State. This, as we learn, the FBI is now involved in the ongoing investigation there in Minnesota. Aerial pictures from last night on your screen. The man dressed as a security guard went on a stabbing rampage before an off-duty cop shot him. Authorities say the suspect made reference to Allah and asked at least one person in the mall during that stabbing rampage whether or not they were Muslim. Dan Springer with the latest on this story from our West Coast newsroom. Hi, Dan.
Yeah, hi, Leland. A frightening night in a busy mall. 8 people were injured by a single attacker armed with a knife. And this morning, the Islamic State claimed responsibility. ISIS-related media put out this statement. The executor of the attacks in Minnesota yesterday was a soldier of the Islamic State and carried out the operation in response to calls to target the citizens of countries belonging to the Crusader Nation. The violence broke out around 8 o'clock last night in the Crossroads Mall in St. Cloud, Minnesota. Witnesses say a man wearing a private security uniform pulled out a knife and started attacking people. At least one person was asked if he was a Muslim before getting stabbed. Others heard the attacker reference Allah. The FBI is helping local police. They have not yet called this a terrorist attack.
Bad news. This obviously could have been a lot worse, but for the response not only of the St. Cloud Police Department, but our surrounding agencies. But it's an awful day, honestly. For we've got 8 victims that were assaulted here in our mall, and so guess what? Starting tomorrow, things won't be the same here.
All those 8 victims were taken to the hospital last night. 7 have since been released, and the one still in the hospital has injuries described as non-life-threatening. Luckily, an off-duty officer from another city was in the mall at the time. He was able to shoot and kill the attacker. Police have not released his name or a motive. The mall is closed today and is being processed as a crime scene. Now, St. Cloud is just about an hour from Minneapolis, and that's significant because that's a city that has the largest Somali population in the United States and has been a real focus of federal law enforcement because it's a known hotbed for terrorist recruiters. And tensions have been running high since the FBI conducted several raids last year, resulting in 9 terror-related convictions. 3 Muslim Somali men were just found guilty in June. St. Cloud police are scheduled to hold a news conference this hour. We expect to learn a lot more. Leland?
To that news conference live as it begins. Dan, appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, both President